as I told you that a product manager is, the single person responsible to make sure everything revolves around him and goes on in the right fashion. It's very difficult to define a typical day as such because, every day is a different day for a product manager. So if you rather look at it at a weekly or a monthly level, we can actually say that, almost a 25% time of a product manager is spent with the design or the engineering team. Another 25 to 30% of the time will be spent with the business, understanding the business. What are things which are working, what are things which are not working, and another 10 to 15% of the time is spent talking to the customers, and it can be either direct talking to the customers or looking at the feedback which they receive through, say, Play Store or their direct mails. And the rest of the time, I think, is spent just making sure that all the stakeholders are in loop and they are moving in the right direction together, which is your marketing team, your operations team, your leadership team, even to an extent the external vendors or the press or the media, which keeps on asking you questions on whether how is the product moving or stuff like that. So all in all, it is every day is interspersed with a lot of meetings. Like on an average, I think at my role, I spent more than 30 to 40% of my time in meetings, and because everybody wants to get hold of the product manager and wants to either understand things or make sure that the things are moving in the right direction. But and hence it's very important for a product manager to manage his time well. I, for example, strictly adhere to the timelines, make sure that the meeting starts on time and ends at time, because otherwise you'll be called in random meetings, and if the meeting stretches beyond the time, you are left with no time on your own to actually think about the product itself. So product manager's time hence is spent mostly on the floor, meeting with different people, understanding the problems which with the business or the product is facing, and moving ahead with it.